maybe I'm overthinking this. So, years ago, when I was about 12, I had this dream about a man. Now, you're probably just going to assume this man is just a creepy dream guy, but I swear on my life he has an important meaning. I don't mean it as if he's going to save my life, but he's a sign for something. Hell, maybe he is going to save my life. So basically, when I was 12 years old, I had a dream where I was tied to the railroad tracks by a rope, like you see in cartoons or indie horror films. When I say stuck, I mean I thrashed and tried to wiggle my way out, but I couldn't. I could feel the rope digging into my skin, and the burning pain was so unbearable. Next thing I knew, a train was flying full speed towards me, and before it hit me, I saw this dark shadow. I woke up. When I did, I had the marks from the rope on me. They were embedded into my skin, and I had marks all over. The pain was just as bad as it was in my dream, so bad it brought tears to my eyes. Now, I didn't think much of it because, by this point, I was used to waking up with marks on me as I am a violent sleeper. But when I looked up, I swear on my life there was a man standing in the corner. He was covered by shadows, and my nightlight didn't catch much of him except the lower half of his face, but he was smiling at me. I found it genuinely terrifying, and I couldn't go back to sleep that night. My mom got to the phase of, "You're almost a teenager, you don't need to sleep in my room anymore," which was so upsetting, so she kept her bedroom door locked. I knew my room wasn't safe enough for me to go back to sleep anymore, and even though he was gone, my childlike mind convinced me he was a real man from my neighborhood and he was still in the corner. I cried until sunrise, rocking back and forth on my bed, my knees tied to my chest. For months, I never had dreams like that again, and I was so sure I was free of that horrifying man. A few months after my 13th birthday, I had a dream like that again. I was in a dangerous situation in a building so foreign to me. It was run down, and there were rats everywhere. I was running from a killer, and as I ran into someone. Looking up, it was him. The guy. I still couldn't see all of him. Again, he was covered by darkness and shadows, but he had the same atrocious smile, and he reached a hand out to help me up. I screamed in horror and suddenly jolted out of bed violently as tears ran down my face. My mom ran into my room and actually let me sleep with her that night. It became a regular thing until I was 15. So for 2 years, I slept in her room. I never saw him again, but I refused to sleep without 3 nightlights in my room until I was 18. Childish, I know. But this man, now that I think of it, was always there when I was in dangerous situations, and he woke me up from them. I'm starting to think he was actually a good guy, but I don't know. What do you think? Am I overthinking this?